It's the morning weather briefing. This is for Friday, the 4th of July. Independence Day is here, and Alabama's weather looking good through the weekend. And understand there could be a few little small spotty showers around, but nothing widespread. Let's begin with the upper air look across the country early this morning. Got an upper low that is north of San Francisco, a trough over the northeastern states. And again, we have a weak northerly flow aloft here. And the air mass is relatively dry. That's the radar composite early this morning. A few echoes on radar over extreme South Alabama and the Florida Panhandle, but most of the state is rain-free. And some spots in North Alabama are in the mid-60s this morning. That is remarkably pleasant for the 4th of July. Look at Cullman, Jasper, Haleyville, all at 66. Most of the major reporting stations have low to mid-70s. We're expecting highs in the low and mid-90s today, but the dew points will stay fairly low, so humidity values will not be that bad for a July day. Watch warning map around the nation. Some heat issues up north. That looks like an excessive heat warning for parts of Minnesota and Wisconsin, of all places, underneath a ridge there. Got a flash flood watch out around the Texas Hill Country. Otherwise, things are quiet. Up there in that hot weather, going to have some active storms, parts of Minnesota and the Dakotas, with a severe weather risk that extends down into the Central Plains, into the northern Rockies. Tomorrow, risk of severe storms, Montana, Wyoming, parts of the Dakotas, down into areas around Dalhart, Texas, and a marginal risk from near Kansas City up into the western Great Lakes. And on day 3, which is Sunday, a marginal risk over parts of the western high plains. Rain for the next 7 days for most of Alabama. Amounts about a half inch. And understand every day the chance of rain is not zero. We'll have little small spotty showers around, but not that many. And it's a relatively dry pattern here for the next 5 to 7 days. So in the tropics, there is that one X on the board near Jacksonville, Florida. But other than that, it's very, very quiet. The Gulf, Caribbean, deep tropics, just nothing going on. But concerning that little feature along the stalled front, there is a 60% chance that either a tropical depression or a disorganized tropical storm forms. It'll be messy if anything forms there. And again, this is along the frontal boundary that came through here night before last. And this will not impact the central Gulf Coast at all. Places like Gulf Shores, Destin, Panama City Beach, Orange Beach. Weather looks fine down there. This will bring rain to places like Myrtle Beach, up toward the Outer Banks of North Carolina, Jacksonville, Daytona Beach. So here's the probabilistic outlook from the European Global Model. This is the probability of tropical depression formation. And again, you can see the numbers there up in the 60 to 80% bracket around Jacksonville, Savannah, and Charleston. And again, that will be ultimately drifting northeast, no impact on the central Gulf Coast. So model fans, here we go. GFS, 06C run, 4 o'clock today. Got a trough coming into the Pacific Northwest, a trough over the Northeast, ridging in between. And again, for us, nice and quiet today. Partly sunny. We'll probably see low 90s in most spots. This is the high-res herd this evening, valid at 6 o'clock. And if you really look carefully, you'll see a few little green specks, meaning isolated showers. And we'll see a few out there today. We had none basically yesterday. But the chance of any one spot getting wet is only about 10-20%. Pretty much the same thing tomorrow. As the holiday weekend continues, let's go to the high-resolution herd. This is valid tomorrow evening at 6 o'clock, and it's the same thing. If you look really closely on that map, you'll see a few little green specks, and that represents the chance of a few isolated showers, but most places with no rain. And the same thing on Sunday. Highs tomorrow and Sunday, low to mid-90s, but the dew points will stay relatively low for July, so the humidity values won't be that bad. And that's the theme for next week, Monday and Tuesday and Wednesday and Thursday. Through the week, isolated showers in the afternoon and evening, but no evidence of any really widespread rain. and a week from today, Friday, July 11th. And again, there's an upper high off to the west, kind of a little weakness in the ridge here, but still no evidence of any really widespread type rain. Always the chance of a little pop-up shower on a summer day, but nothing out of the ordinary. Let's go out 10 days. This is Sunday, July 13th. And if this happens to be correct, a pretty decent little shortwave north and west of the state, and that could bring an increase in the number of scattered showers and thunderstorms by that weekend, the weekend of the 12th and 13th. But again, the key word is scattered, not raining everywhere. This is rain for the next 15 days coming off the new AI version of the European. And the mean, it's the green line, which is what you're looking for. And it's up there between 1.5 and 2 inches between now and the 19th of July. Temperature is mostly low to mid-90s over the next 10 days. Morning lows mostly in the low 70s. Latest long-range guidance, July 11th through July 17th. Temperatures could be a little above average. But again, we see no sign of any super-duper excessively hot weather, upper 90s or higher. And man, oh man, what a sunset last night. Oh boy, summer sunsets can be really good. And we absolutely had one. You know the deal. You send me a sunset picture with cows, and somehow it always makes the videos and the sets on social media. But the colors were just off the rails. A barbed wire fence and a good-looking sunset. Come on. And we had the patriotic theme going on here with Independence Day. What a great shot. That's a keeper right there. That's one you want to frame. But we had just enough cirrus clouds to give the sky that great texture at sunset last night. And before you know it, school's going to start. I'm telling you, some school systems start in a month. So enjoy these beautiful summer evenings. And goodness, the colors were just so incredible last night. Check out Panama City Beach. And again, if you got a beach trip, of course, most people are there. Weather's going to be fine. And there could be a little isolated shower, but there's no evidence of any big rain. You'll see a lot of sun. Weather just looks really, really good. So that'll do it this morning. We are on a holiday schedule, which means we'll just do one video today. Tomorrow, I will be in Pine Level, Autauga County, for their 4th of July parade. I will be the Grand Marshal. Wow. That'll be a lot of fun. The weather's going to be great. Looking forward to seeing everybody there. And again, one video today. So we'll go back to 2-a-days on Monday. But I will be on the television side this evening, ABC 3340 News. Thanks for watching. Have a marvelous Independence Day weekend, and God bless.